بسم الله الحمد لله ثم الصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده محمد عبد الله صلوات ربنا السلام عليه وبعد. الكرام, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is going to be the second installment in my videos on fiqh. And I want to use this as an opportunity to discuss the evidences that the ulama use in deriving rules from the Quran and Sunnah. So it's so as to say that when we talk about learning fiqh the madhab way, التفقه على طريقة التمذهب, it doesn't mean that the school does not appeal to evidences. So the statement that you find occurring at times from some students of knowledge or from scholars is a wrong one. تجد بعضهم يقول لا دليل عليه أو لا دليل عليه إطلاقا. There's no evidence for this, or there's no evidence for this. Absolutely, the second one is actually worse. There is always evidence for the views that the fuqaha would appeal to. I mean, none of the fuqaha will just sit down and then and appeal to his desires to drive rules from the Quran and the Sunnah. So because I'm going to actually use the Maliki school as a pedestal to explain these issues of fiqh, I want to sort of give a background to the evidences that Imam Malik appeals to in deriving rules from the Quran and Sunnah. So we have a poem that is a material in versified form, in which the author Ibn Abi Ghuffa, popular amongst students of the Maliki Madhab, Ibn Abi Ghuffa wrote this poem to just enumerate. He wasn't explaining; he was enumerating the evidences that Imam Malik appealed to in understanding the Quran and Sunnah, or in deriving rules from the Quran and Sunnah. For jurists, you have the Quran and Sunnah right here, and you want to derive rules from the Quran and Sunnah to and apply them to human action, right? And then in between this, the tool you use we call ilmu usul fiqh, because this is not supposed to be an in-depth technical discussion. So we will not also try to get technical. So the tool with which you use is called ilmu usul fiqh. So when you look at the usul of Malik, when you look at the legal theory, that is the translation some I think give to usul fiqh, and I think it's probably one of the best translations, Islamic legal theory. So Ibn Abi Ghufar simply enumerates the adillah, the evidences that Malik used in his madhab, and he started his manzuma, alhamdulillahi alladhi qad fahama dala'ila shari' azizi ulama thumma as-salatu was-salamu abada ala an-nabiy hashimihi ahmada wa alihi ghuli wa sabih kiram wa tabi'ina lahum ala ad-dawam wa ba'du faqad bi dhanad al-aziz likum mabani fiqh fi shara' aziz فقلت والله معين أستعين وأستمد منه فتح مبين أدلة مذهب الأغر مالكني إمام ستة الأشر. In the first three lines, Alhamdulillah الذي قد فهم, it was praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as is the case when ulama want to start writing. You start with the hamdalah. There's alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah, all praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And at times some start with the basmalah. Right, so the contemporary Mashayikh Ibn Uthaymeen in his sharh of Al-Bayquni said that when you look at the Quran and Sunnah, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would start his writing with the hamdalah, alhamdulillah, and his writing with the basmalah, bismillah, like his letter to Heraclius, and then in his speech he will start with what? With the hamdalah, ala kulli hal. So Ibn Abi Ghufar starts by praising Allah and then sending salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the blessings and benedictions for Allah on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also his household. And then he moved straight, because this is just like a very short short intro to the fiqh we want to discuss. So I'm not going to go in depth with this. I'll just touch on some of those issues that need a little bit of explanation. So then after sending salah on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and then extending the salawat to the household of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then he moved on to say that وَبَعْدُ فَقَصْدِ بِذَا نَذْمِ الْعَزِيزِ. My intention with this poem, ذِكْرُ مَبَانِ, is just to mention the foundations of fiqh of Imam Malik. فَقُلْتُ وَاللَّهَ مُعِينَ أَسْتَعِينَ, I seek the help and support for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he said أَدِلَّةُ مَذْهَبِ الْأَغَرِ, the evidences of the madhab, this madhab that is illuminated. That is the closest translation that can come to me now. The ghur is a whitish whitish illuminated. It is ordinarily, from the linguistic angle, used to describe the whitish forelock of the horse or something like that. And we're described that Muslims are described as appearing on the day of Qiyamah with the parts of our body we wash in wudu glowing. So it's like a praise of the madhab. So adillatul madhab, the evidence of the madhab, sittata ashar, as 16, as 16. Of course, there's a bit of difference of opinion among the scholars of the madhab. Some extend it way beyond this, and some would even make it even shorter than this. So we'll go with this, inshallah. The adillatul madhab madhab al-akhar malikini imam sittata ashar. The adillatul madhab malik sittata ashar. And he mentioned, and he went on to mention them. But what he did, these videos are meant to be short, so maybe in the next installment we'll start talking about them. But before going to this, before ending this, what Ibn Abi Ghuffa did is that he said the evidence of the madhab is 16. The six out of these 16, the first 6 he mentioned, are evidences, are ways of understanding the Quran and Sunnah. They are not independent evidences in themselves. He talked about what we refer to as dalalatul alfaz, understanding the text. So the first 6 he mentioned are actually how we understand the Quran and Sunnah. And then the remaining 10 are also evidences from the Quran and Sunnah with which Imam Malik appealed to. When we talk about evidences, or masadir al-tashri', as is known in ilm al-usul fiqh, that is the sources of evidence, we have the ones that are called, you can divide them in several ways. One way scholars have divided them is to say that we have those ones that are agreed upon across the madhaib, and we have ones that are differed upon, right? So Sheikh Amir Bajat mentioned in his An-Nazm al-Ma'sul, وكذلك النظم الصغير، وثانيا أدلة من اختلف فيه وبعضه بالوفاق يتصف، ويا كتاب السنة الإجماع قياسها في غيرها نزاع، شرع مضى ما قاله الأصحاب مصالح مسوسنا استصحاب. So here it's saying that we have agreed upon evidences: kitab, sunnah, ijma, qiyas. There's broad agreement amongst all schools of Islamic law that the Quran is a source of evidence, the Sunnah is a source of evidence, ijma is a source of evidence, and qiyas is a source of evidence. The only people who differ on qiyas being a legit source of evidence are the Zahiriyya, the literalists. And then, of course, they are not mainstream fiqh, right? So then we have others where difference of opinion is obtained. So the first 4 are agreed upon, and also in the Maliki Madhab there is source of evidence. So inshallah, the next installment we're going to talk about these evidences of the Maliki. As I said, the first 6 that Ibn Abi Ghuffa mentioned are these 6 go back to the Quran and Sunnah, and they are rather ways of understanding the Quran and Sunnah, particularly what we call dalalatul alfaz. In ilmi usul fiqh, we should call Islamic legal theory. So till I come your way again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.